Have you ever thought about rapping?
What made you ask me that?
His side. This is not for me.
Yeah.
I am not a 13.
Yeah, I need it.
When the Raptors traded you, did you feel more hurt or more angry?
It's off to Leonard, defended by Simmons. Is this the dagger?
The big storyline during the playoffs now has kind of been like, what's DeMar thinking watching the Raptors playing? So what is DeMar thinking?
People gotta understand, like, my best friend is Cal.
For Kyle Lowry.
So I'm rooting for my best friend, you know, to do well, to accomplish something that we tried to do all them years, and he has the opportunity to do it. So all them guys on our team, they know, you know, I'm rooting for them.
I know that now this narrative is like, they couldn't get there with DeMar. They can only get there now because they have Kawhi. What is your response to that?
Honestly, I don't even think I said this. I probably said this to my own inner circle, but if it wasn't for all the years and groundwork that I did before then, none of them things would have been possible. Yes, I fought, I sacrificed, I pushed the limits to where I had to be the sacrificial lamb. You just have to sit back and understand, like, you know, you are the reason so many things was even possible.
It's up and good with 1.9 remaining.
To their credit, they probably felt like it was time to see what we could get to make that next jump.
When the Raptors traded you, did you feel more hurt or more angry?
More hurt because, you know, being invested from 19 to I was, 28, you know, everything you learned was from there. Everything you gained was from there. So for that to be gone like that, when you least expect it, it just throws you off guard. You know, we human at the end of the day, and it definitely hit you.
Now, you are in San Antonio, playing with the Spurs. Most importantly, playing for Popovich.
Pop is cool. He's like a Don Corleone. You know, he makes you look at him not just like the basketball coach, but like, you know, a great individual. And I called him the other day just to talk trash to him. And he not good with working the iPhones and all that. Like, he hates technology to a passion, so he always talk about he gonna put something on Twitter, like knowing he ain't got a Twitter. Like, no, he call it Twittergram. I'm gonna put something on Twittergram and see if they catch this or something like stuff
Twittergram,
like
the
that.
newest
Yeah,
app.
yeah.
Give me an example of something he educated you guys on in a meeting.
I remember one meeting, I think we were gonna watch film. He put on a penguin movie. It was the most
Like
crazy.
the march.
Like the whole thing, from, you know, having a baby to the male carrying the egg to the women go out, fish for food, bring back the food. 2 months later, penguins walk 90 miles with the egg. The whole point of it was how life is a full circle, you know, and how we all, as long as we work together and stick together and stay on the same track, how we could accomplish the most impossible mission.
I remember reading he will spend tons of money on team dinners throughout the season.
Mandatory. He called it break bread. Win, lose, a draw after a game. If we stand over in the city, we got a team dinner. We going to break bread. We're going to have a good night, a good evening. You know, we're family.
Let's go buy some shoes.
Get it. So this is the spot.
Is it like heaven?
It's everything. You know what I mean? This is my go-to spot.
You come in here, there's a lot of shoes. Where do you start?
And sometimes I think about my favorite Jordans, which ones I don't have or I can't find, and then I come in here and look for them and see what they got. Like,
Which Jordans stick out to you up here?
what Jordans, to me, I feel like I need? Probably these. The shattered backboards.
What about those? Like, what makes those stick out?
Because I don't think I have these.
How many sneakers do you have? The real number.
That's a great question. I play in a different shoe every single game, so I probably go through at least 100 pair of shoes in a season.
Yeah.
Every single game I play a new shoe. My shoes at home, it's definitely at a couple hundred, probably
More than 2?
for sure.
More than 4?
Yeah.
More than 600.
Probably up there for sure.
Are there any shoes that like take you to a specific memory or specific game when you look at them?
These were the fake Jordans I had.
Those are the ones your dad got you?
Yeah, the 13.
How'd you know they were fake?
With the jump man the other way, and I poked a hole in a bubble. The Jordan was fake, everything, like.
But it's great because I know you still loved them.
Oh yeah, what I did, I wore them to, they had a hole in them, literally. I like these. I might get these.
And so you don't even have to try them on, you just know.
Nah, yeah, I know my feet. Nope.
Now, when you say that you wear a new shoe every game, do you mean new, never been worn?
Never been
or
worn,
new?
brand new.
Okay, explain why.
But I don't tie my shoes when I play. I do not lace my shoes at all. I like my shoes tight fit. So when they brand new, they fit my feet perfectly. So once I play, my shoe broken into, I'm done with them shoes. Need a new one next game.
What size shoe are you?
13.
Do you guys have this in a 13? His size. This is not for me. I am not a 13.
Yeah, I need it if you got them for me. I walk around 13, I hoop in a 14.
Well, I'm happy that I know now.
Yeah.
What I get, I
would
don't
you
think
get?
it's over here. I think it's over here.
All right, let's
Okay.
take a look over here. I have every Kobe in the world.
You really have every single Kobe shoe?
Yeah, I have every single Kobe shoe.
Talk to me about what Kobe has meant to you, because I know that's a very like key figure in your basketball life.
Kobe was somebody I just gravitated to and always rooted for. I remember his rookie year when he played in Utah and he airballed all them threes, and I remember everybody killing them. And I don't know, I just remember being emotional as a kid. Like, damn, why are they doing that? Why are they doing that?
I know my dog like that.
Yeah, man, like, this is my favorite player, and it just grew over time to where that was my favorite player, to being able to have a relationship with him, to be able to play against him.
Now, Kobe, of course, was a Laker. Do you ever have any dreams of playing in LA?
I think you'd be crazy to say you never want to play home. Everybody always want to have that opportunity, but I think I'm definitely happy where I'm at, and I watch him from a distance.
What do you love more, shoes or music? You have to pick, don't say both.
Music.
Really?
Yeah, music. I think for me, I need that constant new music of something you can relate to. You need it. You need it for every and any type of mood.
What'd you listen to on your way to the interview?
Nipsey. Nipsey Hussle. Old, new, whatever, just nip in rotation.
Grammy-nominated rapper and community activist Nipsey Hussle was murdered in broad daylight outside a clothing store that he owned in South Los Angeles. And he was killed just before he was about to meet with city leaders and the LAPD about reducing gang violence.
What made him so special to you?
I grew up in Compton, roughest of the rough. To us, coming from the urban area, we seen a guy like Nipsey start from nothing. He was our motivation. He was a different type of light for us that we could relate to, we understood, and it's a lot of people I'm close to that still live there. People getting killed, it's so much of that reality that's my reality. The crazy thing, I think it was about 2-3 weeks before I had dinner with him, we had the most in-depth conversations about, life, about how to be a better individual, how to, give back, how to make sure your people's straight. A plan to do something great. That's something that's always going, I'm gonna stick close to me for sure, because I remember that night like it was yesterday.
So, have you ever thought about rapping?
Oh my God. Did somebody tell you something?
I just want to know the answer. I'm asking you the question.
All right, this is another exclusive that I'm gonna say here on your show. Okay. Only people close to me know this. But I have like a album/mixtape.
Tell me about this album/mixtape, okay? Can we get a track?
Man, the last 2 summers, honestly, I've been thinking about like just leaking a song and see what happens.
Okay, tell me one lyric you've written you love. Just one. If you gotta give us a taste.
Yo, you setting me up, yo.
One lyric, or something from a song.
I'm trying to find any way to get out of this right now. I ain't gonna lie. I'm just trying to make up something. Like,
Because it's my thing. Everyone's about to know this is gonna be on Bleacher Report. They gonna know you rap. Okay, if you had to pick a rapper, I'm not saying you sound like them, but you think that your sound is maybe similar.
I don't know. It's just me, like, you know, West Coast Compton sound. I've gotten Ice Cube.
Okay.
Yeah. I done had a few of my rapper friends, like, kind of compliment me, so it gave me a little bit more confidence. Like,
What rappers have complimented your music?
I let Kendrick hear one of my songs for her. I let Drake hear.
You about to have me go viral about being a rapper.
It's gonna be great.
Oh my God.
It's gonna be so great.
I never thought the day would come.
Then it's gonna make it my ringtone. DeMar's song is my ringtone.
I'm gonna be getting tagged in so much stuff.
What were Drake's critiques of your rap?
I was at one of the shows. He played it in the back. Everybody was back there and he played it. And everybody, only he knew it was me.
Yeah.
But everybody was like, he's like, I don't even know who you are anymore, DeMar. Like, what are you talking about?
Wait, but so everyone's listening to it, didn't know it was you, but they liked the song?
Yeah, you know what I mean?
You felt good, though.
No, I felt good. I was cool with that. Like, my dog, nobody else need to hear this. I'm cool.
Now, in 2018, you publicly acknowledged depression by tweeting, "This depression gets the best of me." When it gets the best of you, what does that look like?
You know, everything just build up in one, you know, and you kind of shut yourself out from everything. And a lot of people don't understand, you know, and you kind of could be around a group of people and still feel alone.
What was going on for you personally at that moment that you sent that tweet?
I think it was an overwhelming of everything. When I tweeted, that was All-Star Weekend in LA. And being in LA, being a starter on the All-Star team, I'm just excited to get home, want to see my kids, want to chill. Everything just became so overwhelming, you know, and I just had that moment. You know, I turned to Twitter, which is the devil.
So when you sent it, though, you're like, okay, this feels good? Did you get nervous?
Moment, I didn't think nothing other than what have I done. Now I got to deal with this head on.
So anytime I'm doing an interview, I always try to ask people that know my guest about them and what they would ask them, what they think of the person. So when I asked Kevin Love about what you have meant to his life, this was what he said to me. DeMar opened the door for me, and at a time I needed it the most. I thank him and show love for him every time I see him now. It's more than just a, hey, I've known you since high school, brotherly hello. It's more of a, you helped me out of the darkness type of bond, whether he knows it or not.
Kevin said that? Yeah. Man, where you at, Kev, man? It's a hug from me to you, Kev, man. No, Kev, my man, like, that meant a lot. Nobody never know what we go through as athletes, you know? So for me, to open the door, my selfish moment of feeling how I felt and, you know, just saying, fuck it, I'm gonna just go out and be straight up with this. For him looking at me in a light, like, I helped him out. It's dope.
Yeah, and for the words that he used were so powerful that you got him out of a darkness.
If we could do that for one another, imagine what we doing for everybody else. You know, and we just setting the tone for that, and we really doing something that's really inspiring. It's definitely cool.
What helps you now get through depression?
My two daughters. Setting the greatest example for them. The light that they look at me in is like I'm Superman. With that in back of my mind and everything I do, it makes it easy to be motivated, to push, to go through the pain, to go through the tough times, to understand how to be better, you know, for them. There's no beating that. Yeah, that's it for me.
Carry on these.
I got you.
No, I got it.
You got it?
I got it. I'ma do a bar, you do a bar.
No, all right, let's just keep it to ourselves. Let's keep it to ourselves.
I want to freestyle,
like,
but I can't think of a line. You don't have to freestyle, I will. Okay? In the interview, learn he don't drink booze. We in the car going to buy some shoes.
Bar.
Bars. 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 That was
all you
bars.
need.
That was
That's all
bars.
you need.
Boom.
I ain't-
And then Taylor out. Is this good light, DeMar?
Yeah, that's a good one.
You know what I mean? Check
You
out
gotta
the show
go
whenever
high.
it drop. Album coming, maybe, maybe not. I'm glad, honored that I could end off the season. I appreciate everybody for watching.
Absolutely.
Hello guys, it is Taylor Rooks. Thank you so much for watching my show, Take It There. But now you have to subscribe. You don't want to miss the next interview and all the fun stuff we're doing on the YouTube channel. So hit that subscribe button. Thanks. See you guys soon.